And some of you may not be looking for a talent agent, but maybe you're looking for a book agent. For a while, she's been working in the business for a while, and she knows the business. So they're both here to give and talk about the relationships of partnerships. So I'm going to bring Kim and Christina up here at this time. Welcome them, please. They knew that they had a calling within them. They knew they had that something that God had placed in their soul. Kim wasn't even a Christian at the time. She didn't even know that. But these women took what was inside of them, and despite the bad circumstances, despite life's challenges that had thrown at them, a car accident, Christina, a divorce, Kim.
Was imminent.
And imminent, yes. God turned that, God just has us on our path. He has his eye is on the sparrow, isn't he?
Amen.
Truly is. And you talked about it earlier, Christina, about drawing those boundaries. You have to draw those boundaries before that contract is sitting in front of you and it says that you've got this nudity thing, or you've got some language in there that you don't agree with, or that's going to be compromising, and you haven't paid your rent, your car payment's due, you might not have eaten really well the last few weeks. Are you going to sign that? Well, that's going to be a lot of pressure on you. So before you are in that position, now is the time to be answering those questions. Now is the time to be drawing those boundaries. About this in Philippians 4:11, Paul wrote, "I have learned to be contented in whatever the circumstance." So I thought about Paul. I thought, Paul was in prison. Paul was walking to all these places. He walked and he took camels. He took donkeys. Who knows, took little rickety boats that probably sunk a few times along the way. And I'm sitting here complaining all the time about having to get on a little tiny airline seat all the time and putting up with all those great meals that I have to love to eat at those airports. We're going through the crazy time of all the stress, the families that we have to get together with sometimes, and the issues that are there. And you know your life. You know that it's not all perfect, and Donna Reed and Leave It to Beaver and all those great families that we've had presented to us on television over the years. I want you to learn to be still and know that He's God. Stop the striving. Walk in contentment. Live in contentment, because you know He wants it for you, not from you. Don't be afraid to start that script. Don't be afraid to go to that audition. Don't be afraid to start that book. Don't be afraid. God is with you. And I'm trying to get it in my head, that scripture, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I can do all things.